Cerebrum, which is the telencephalon.
Cerebrum is this top part.
And the cerebral hemispheres. Cerebral cortex is the gray matter.
That's on the outside of this model.
Longitudinal fissure. Transverse fissure. Frontal lobe. Precentral gyrus.
Six.
Parietal lobe.
Oh, sorry. Parietal lobe is number 2.
Postcentral gyrus.
Number 7.
Occipital lobe.
It's 3.
Temporal lobe.
4.
Central sulcus.
Central sulcus is here, and on the front part is the precentral sulcus, and then the postcentral sulcus.
Lateral sulcus.
Separates parietal from temporal.
White matter, which contains the corpus callosum and the fornix.
Number 10 is corpus callosum. Fornix is number 12.
Lateral ventricles.
Okay, so 16. Imagine this. Imagine opening it up. Lateral ventricle 16.
Septum pellucidum.
Oh, septum pellucidum. Going back. Number 11. It's a membrane.
Choroid plexus is of lateral ventricles. That'd be 16.
17.
17?
On this thing.
On this guy? So here's 17. Let's show how it comes back together. Right? Is that how it comes back together? Wait, is that how it comes back together?
There you go, there you go.
Oh, like this. Okay, so hang on. So remember, lateral ventricle is here. The choroid plexus of the lateral ventricle, which is the capillary beds, which makes the cerebral spinal fluid, is 17, right?
Yep.
Here. See how that came together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cranial nerve 1, which is the olfactory nerve.
Cranial nerve 1. Is that really it? Yeah.
And show me the olfactory bulb.
Number 8. So the bulb is next to it, is here with the nerve.
And the tracts.
Tracts would just run down the bulb.
Moving on to the diencephalon,
Which
contains the thalamus,
the hypothalamus, and the,
it contains 5 things.
I think pineal. Is pineal in there?
Pineal gland,
Okay. Those are like the 3 big things. Okay.
the thalamus,
21. No.
19.
Sorry. 19 is the thalamus. 19.
and the hypothalamus,
Hypothalamus is 21.
the intermediate mass of the thalamus,
22.
22.
the infundibulum,
This wiry guy that connects the hypothalamus
to the
to the
pituitary
pituitary.
gland,
Pituitary.
the mammillary body,
Number 24.
the pineal gland,
Pineal gland is number 23, right here.
the third ventricle and its choroid plexus,
26.
Third ventricle and choroid plexus.
and cranial nerve 2, the optic nerve.
Cranial nerve 2, the optic nerve, which is this big chunky dude, and it comes into the optic chiasm. right here.
Moving on to the midbrain, the mesencephalon, the cerebral peduncles. 33.
Cerebral peduncle, so it's like this. 33. Cerebral peduncle.
And it connects the cerebrum and brainstem to the spinal cord.
Excellent.
The aqueduct of the midbrain,
The aqueduct of the midbrain
the cerebral aqueduct.
is number 34. The cerebral aqueduct connects the third ventricle to the fourth ventricle.
The corpora quadrigemina has two structures, the superior colliculi and the inferior colliculi.
Nice narration.
Cranial nerve 3 is the ocular motor nerve.
So it's right here, and it goes in here. We found that on our sheep brain.
Cranial nerve 4 is the trochlear nerve.
Do you remember that one, Michael? 4? This is the one we could not find on our sheep brain.
I have it right here.
Here's another one.
Okay, there we go.
Can you point to it? Right there. Moving on to the pons and cerebellum, which make up the metencephalon. The pons.
Number 36 here, also here.
The cerebellum.
Here, this brown chunk. The little brain.
The white matter is the arbor vitae,
Tree of life.
and the vermis holds the cerebellum together, the cerebral hemispheres together.
So, it's in here, right here. These two little tracks come together. They're not tracks, and how we're talking about tracks, there's pieces. Okay.
The fourth ventricle and its choroid plexus.
Fourth ventricle, E, right here. We did not find the choroid plexus, but we know it's a capillary bed inside.
Cranial nerve 5, which is the trigeminal nerve.
This one was kind of a big chunky stub on our sheep brain.
Cranial nerve 6 is the abducens. Facial nerve 7.
Right here.
Vestibulocochlear nerve 8.
Right above the facial.
Moving on to the medulla oblongata, which is the myelencephalon, starting with the decussation of pyramids.
I believe it's 39. It is. 39 is the pyramid.
Cranial nerve 9, glossopharyngeal nerve.
Right here on the side.
Cranial nerve 10, the vagus nerve. Cranial nerve 11, the accessory nerve.
We think it's this.
Cranial nerve 12, the hypoglossal nerve. And that's it. And that is our brain.
That's our brain on trial.